I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. So, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. If you're coming across this channel, I want to say thank you so much for coming to this channel. Ah, it's my first live actually, and I'm just very much excited. I'm very, very much excited to do this. I mean, for the first time. So this is going to be like an unfiltered video, an unedited video, like as rough as it can get, as rough as it can be, you know. So I've not been posting for a while because of power issues. So I feel like, okay, if power is going to be restricting me so much from consistently posting, like posting videos and tutorials, why not just do live at least once in a while, maybe once in a week or twice in a week at least, so that people can see how you do your work, people can see your unedited videos and just see the tutorial live, right? So I'm starting it today and I'm very excited, very, very much excited, and I can't wait. So we're going to be using these two fabrics to, first actually we're going to just be cutting it today, right? And to give us like a background of what we're going to be doing, I'm going to be showing us the picture of what we're going to be making today. So we're going to be making these pints. I don't know if anyone can see it. So this is the pints we're going to be making. I don't know if it is visible enough. Yes, this is the pint we're going to be making. So we're going to be cutting this pint, this particular one. It is big, it is full, it is long, right? Then we're also going to be making this. We're going to be making this blouse to go with. Okay. So we're going to be using this to make that top. I'm going to be using this to make that top. So for now, I'm going to be skipping the top part. Let's quickly, or let's first of all go ahead with the cutting of a pint. This is a free pint, and I think I have 3 inches with me. I'm going to be using 3 inches. So if you have a question, if you just need to say something, so every once in a while we're going to check if I have a question so I can attend to it, you know. Yeah. So this is 3 yards, not up to, but it's assumed it's 3 yards, right? This is 2 yards 27 inches. Oh yeah, let's assume it's 3 yards. So to cut this kind of pint, this is not your regular kind of pint pattern that you cut for your regular pattern. Yes, you can achieve this in at least for the ones I'm very familiar with, you can achieve this pattern in 2 methods. One can be achieved using the slash and spread method. And 1 minute. So I had to go and attend to there's noise coming from the back of my house. I have a neighbor there who is just disturbing our peace right now. So I just went to maybe lock my doors, my bedroom and all of that so that the noise doesn't get here. But the noise is still very much here. So we're going to be using this tray here. So like I was saying before I left, I said that when you're making this kind of pant, this kind of free or wide leg pant, as a lot of persons will call it, when you look at the pant from just looking at it, you would think it's a skirt, right? Because of how full and how big it is. So I was trying to say that you could achieve the cotton in two ways. First of all, you could use a slash and spread method to get it, and you're going to get it very accurately. And the second method is to use the other method I'm going to be using in this style, right? So if you're interested, let us begin. So first of all, I'm just going to, fold this exactly into two. Just put the edges together. This is the other side. So this side is open, right? So line it very well. Yeah, take your time. After folding it into two, right? This is equal on all sides. It is two on this side, right? Two on this side. Also two when you come to this side. Then I have here folded. There's no cut here. Here is like folded. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, ideally what I'm going to do is to have slashed like, I was supposed to just fold it diagonally this way, right? That's the other pattern. Just fold it diagonal. But I need a length 48. This won't give me length 48, so I need more than 3 yards. Or you could just join. I do not want to join. But what's the other method way I said I was going to do is to just fold it this way diagonally, then trace your length and get your length either on this part or on this part, leaving here folded, right? But because I can't get the length I'm looking for using this fold, because I don't have enough fabric to go for, I'm going to be swapping it for this way. So we're still going to get the same result, but different pattern of folding, right? After folding, like we did the first time, you would still fold it diagonally, but not entirely diagonal like the first one I showed, right? So in order to make us to be able to see like the end of what I folded, I'm going to stretch it so that we can see. I just hope it is visible enough. I don't have anyone supporting me behind the camera, so I'm going to be leaving here to check the camera if it's picking everything I'm trying to show or not. So I'm just going to be switching in between the camera and here. So let me check. Okay. So after folding it diagonally, right? At this point, this is where I flipped it to. This side is entirely on fold, right? There's no cut in between here. What I'm going to do, the first thing you're going to do is to first of all determine the length. I'm using 48 inches for the length. Yes, I'm using 48 inches for the length. You can either start your measurement, your length measurement from this point, or you start it from the edge, whichever way. So let's say I'm starting it from this way, but I think sometimes I prefer to just start it from underneath. So I need 48 inches. I'm going to add extra 1 inch just to fold, right? So I would mark where this 49 inches now. Remember 48 inches as the overall length of what I want, but I added extra 1 inch, right? So I'm going to mark where it ended here. mark that here. So I'm going to go from the point from here 48, I marked the point where the 48 ended at this point. So I'm going to be using this point now to mark 49. I'm going to be using this point to mark out 49 inches all around. So just follow me. So you might be wondering, okay, how do I know where to place my measuring tape on at the beginning? So when you've gotten your first point where you need to mark your length, when you've gotten that first point at the beginning here, for me it is at the beginning here, you can just go ahead and just make a mark. Just make your mark. Let me check if it's visible. Yes. So the line is not so visible. So from this line, right, I will be marking my 49 all the way. 49, place it again, 49, 49, 49, yes, so afterwards, so this is the length I'm going to be using. So I'll just cut it out so that this part is out of it. I'll tell us what next to do. So afterwards, so I'll just go ahead and pin it so I can continue. So I can adjust it. Right. So you see this line that we measured, right? I'm going to come from this line, come down by 11.5 inches. That's going to be my crotch length. 11.5 is my crotch length. This is 11.5. So this line is the starting line that I'm using. So this line is acting as my waistline right now, right? So from here down, I measured 49 inches. So this is my waistline. So from this waistline, I marked 11 inches, 11.5 inches for the crotch length. So on this 11.5 inches, I'm going to mark 3 inches for the crotch width, like how wide it's going to be. You know, not so shallow. You don't want to make it so shallow. This is for an adult. This pant is for an adult, and since this pant is for an adult, she's a little bit. She has a little bit of butt, and she's moderate in size though. She's moderate in width. So I'm using 3 inches for how wide the crotch is going to be. If you are slim, if you are between 34 inches in hips to like 39, you can use 2.5. It's on the safe side as well. But I'm using 3 inches. You can use 3 inches, 3.5. If you're 44, 46, you know, you can use 3.5. If you're more than, you know, it depends. It depends. So I marked 3.5 from this point. Mark 3.5. So I'm going to mark the same 3.5. Sorry, 3 inches from here. 3 inches. I'll mark the same 3 inches. Then I would link it up. just cut, like just make a curve. This one here is going to serve as the back. So I'm just going to maybe mark like 1.5 or 1 inches just to blend it in. Because my chalk will not be visible, I wouldn't really try to stress it much. This will extend there. This will be for the back. Okay, so I can cut. First of all, for the back, we're going to extend the waistline. At least at this point on the crotch, we're going to extend it by 1 inch. I'll bring the front down by either 1/2 inch or 3/4. You know. So I'm going to cut it individually. Okay, first of all, I'll cut them together using the back high waist. I don't know how to explain that, okay? So because usually when we wear our pants, when we wear pants, we wear trousers, looking like the waist of my pants, both back and front, looking like the waist of my pants, both back and front. I like to go down for the front waist by at least 1/2 inch, but at least try as much as you can to just dipping it into. Some persons go down by 1 inch, or some persons go down by 1/2 inch. Others go as far as 1.5. Sometimes when you buy some jean pants, you discover that some of the waist at the front is very much lower, right? So I'm going to cut the two together, then I'll dip in the front and just align it with the back. So just watch what I'm going to be doing, right? So first of all, go on with the crotch depth. Yes. So I'm going to add 1/2 inch here. I'm going to add 1/2 inch to the back. On the crotch length, I'm going to add 1/2 inch there. And so now I can go ahead and dip in the front waist a little by 1/2 inch. Okay, this is not as much as I left. Can still make do with it. You see very well here, there's no scissors to this place, so I'm going to slit open this other one. I'm going to slit it open this way. this is, we're going to join it this way. This is the back. So we'll go ahead and just do it right away. This is the back. Join here. Join. And also join the front. Join here. Join here. Just sew them. So this doesn't have like a good side or a bad side. So right now it looks like a gown. This is for the front, this is for the back, right? So I'm going to just hold it this way, like at the middle, to separate between the back and the front, right? This way, so we can close up the crotch, right? So that it gives us an opportunity for like the legs to enter, you know. Yes, you can see. So I'll just still go over to the sewing machine and just close up the legs, you know, run it from the beginning under the crotch length and to the second side of the leg. So I'm going to begin it from depth this way, just taking it from here, come back here, so that I'll have this, okay? This is what we have. I've closed the legs. So I just turn it to the right side so you can see what's there. So we're going to clean up the waist. This is the front, this is the back. But in most cases, pants of this style does not really, you can't differentiate between the front and the back, right? But already I had to deepen the front by half an inch. Let me check if it's still, if the video is still on this. Okay, yeah. So, this is the progress so far. I want to quickly wear it on a mannequin to see how it says, but I want to fix the waist first. So I'm using a waistband for this. So this waist is this is 39, but this waist is 39. But the waist we're working with, the waist we need is 35. So we just have little to take out from this waist. So I'm going to mark that 35. Exactly 35. So I'll take out this first. So this is what it is. This is the width of the leg. Not as big as sure I should, because we just had three yards to work with. So I'm going to be wearing it on the mannequin and showing you in a moment. So I'm going to cut 40 inches. Yes. The one that would fit into the original waist that wants to use the elastic to reduce. This is 1 inch. So I'm going to mark at least 2.5 in waist. So I'm going to do, okay, this is not straight. So I'll be doing everything in our presence. There's no taking the camera off to fix anything. So I'm doing everything right here. So I have to cut at least 2 inches away. this bend can be adjusted. Okay, there's no bend here, so I'm just going to take, instead of taking 2 inches from the both, I'm just going to reduce it and take 4 inches from this one, so it covers for the 2 sides. Okay. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and okay, this needs to be straight. I'm just going to go ahead and close here, right? And also for this one, at least 1 inch. I'm going to take it in by 1 inch. So here, so like make it into a loop. This looks big. This is big. I'll take out 2 inches out. I'll take 2 inches away. Okay. Yeah, this is better. I'm going to sew 1 inch. So what I'm using now is 32.5 is what I cut. But I'm going to take out, I'm going to sew 1 inch on both sides, meaning I'm going to place them 1 inch on 1 inch on both sides, so that what I have at the end of the day would be, so at the end of the day would be 32. Then the original waist is 34. So I removed 2 inches from the original waist. And the waist of the band that we just cut, or that we just joined together, is 40, yes. So this is going to perfectly fit into that. It's going to like take a lot of it to just take a lot of it into the waist. So this is very perfect. So first of all, I'm going to just make this into a loop. Just sew here, stitch on here, just firmly hold it and make it into a loop. And also join these 2 ends together. So I'm going to come back and show us I'm going to be showing us what I'm doing. So this is the waistband. This is the elastic for the waist. So I'm going to fold it this way as well. So I would just put it in this way. I'll just go ahead and just join it, just very close to the waistband, maybe like 1/4 away from the waistband, you know. Holding the whole of this is very big, so I will still trim like a lot of this away, not so much, but I'll trim a lot of it out. So I'll just do that now. So this is what we have. So we're going to cut out at least 1/2 inch away from this. So sometimes I like to just top stitch on the elastic, you know, but I might not do it today. But first of all, let me join it to the pint first. So this I'm going to be joining it to the pint. I'm going to be just just sew it around. And stretch, you know, just as you're sewing it, be stretching this one so that it fits into this. Stretch the one with the elastic so that it fits into the original waist of the pants that we just made. So I'll be doing that now. So this is what we have, right? This is the waist. So at this point you can also go ahead and top stitch, top stitch all around, but I'm not going to be top stitching it. I'll need to weave here first and weave all of the sides that I joined first before I do the top stitching. So this is how to do this, and this is high waisted. This is not just from the navel area, this is above the navel. This waist is above the navel, right? So this is what we have. So this pant is ready to be worn. So I'm going to be wearing it on my mannequin. So I'm yet to fold it underneath. I'm also going to weave it first and fold it. At least we can do this one off of the camera. So even if I don't show this one, there's nothing so secret. And okay. For the top, I'm not going to be cutting the top today because it is very urgent. The owner will collect it very soon, so we might have the luxury of time to just cut and do like this fine. But subsequently, we're going to be doing more lives, and we're going to be making some trendy styles that look difficult for a lot of people. I've gotten some DMs in my email. By the way, my email is linked to my about page of my channel, so you can get my email there. If you want us to make like a style, if you want to ask like a question, or you're recommending it that we do a style tutorial on a style, I'd love to. So I got that mail about a particular style. So we're going to be making you one of this. Maybe next week we're going to be coming live again, maybe in the daytime. But somehow it's not my fault this time because we've had issues with power outage for at least 2 weeks. And even before that time, it's just been on and off. That's why I've not really posted any video on my channel for over a month, and I'm just very pained that it's like that. But I'll try as much as I can. If I can't post like video on my channel once in a while, I will go live at least. That would not need like to use lights sometimes. So sometime in the daytime, I'm going to just go live and do some of this easy to do trendy styles, and I know we're going to love it, right? So I'm just going to wear this on the mannequin and show us what we've done so far. So this waist is bigger than my mannequin, so I'm just going to be pinning it a little bit at the back of the mannequin. So stick with me, okay? Okay, so before I go for today, I just want to say thank you so much for this live, right? Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. So we'll do this again some other time. So I'm going to be doing this subsequently. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be letting us beforehand. So if I want to do like a live maybe on a Monday, I might put out maybe on a Sunday or on a Saturday, right? To just get us informed. Okay, this is a style we are going to be making. this is the time we're coming live, right? So I didn't put out the post for this one, and I just, it's not like it's impromptu. It's not impromptu for me, but it could be for you. So because I've not had light for a couple of days, running into weeks, sometimes my phone is off. You know, you charge with your generator and it doesn't last for you. Your power banks are dead. So it's one of the things we're facing in this area, right? So, but I'll try as much as I can to be coming live at least once in a while. So we do like very easy styles, some easy styles, right? Right. Okay, so this is what we did. Oh, this is. I don't know what's. Uh, sorry. Okay, this is how it is. I'm saying something. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Okay. Oh. This is what we just did. I think when the owner wears it, you would appreciate this more, right? When the owner, okay. When the owner wears it, we're going to appreciate it more, right? But so far, this is what we've done. Oh, my dummy's boobs is that my dummy's boobs are showing. Okay. So I'm going to leave it so stay for like the next 1 minute so that the live is exactly 1 hour. Yeah. Okay. So I pinned it at the back because of so that it won't just come down on me. My mannequin's waist is 27, sometimes I think 26, and this is way bigger than 26, so I had to pin it at the back. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to be doing this more often. So we're doing this more often. We'll do this more often. And I can't wait for us to see the different styles that we're going to be making, right? But just bear in mind, when the owner of this pint puts it on, you're going to appreciate it more. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can't wait for us to do this another time. But this time I'm going to be putting out a post to let us know when we're going to be having it, what time we're going to be having it, what style we are making, right? So thank you guys. Have a lovely day. Bye.